Hey Arknights, my name's Lorne Padman. I'm a music producer, DJ, writer. I've done a lot of stuff in my career and I've been really fortunate to be around some really amazing talent, and on this track there's no different. Working with POLINA was just fantastic. It's honestly a bit of a dream come true. We've been friends for a long time and we've always wanted to figure out a way of working together on something, and so for her to agree to be the voice and the channel of this song to get it over to you in the vessel was really quite amazing. And Mullins, just such an incredible producer.
I've been an artist and songwriter as long as I can remember myself, and over the course of my career I've been fortunate to work with such artists as Steve Aoki, Cascade, Tiesto, Felix Jan, Sean Kingston, and I had an amazing experience of working with the rapper Eminem on a song called Legacy that I co-wrote and sang on. That was on his Grammy-winning album. And when I got asked to do a song for the Arknights, I was super excited because it's something I very organically gravitate towards. The plot of the story and the core message of the song really resonated with me because it talks about the sort of search of identity that everyone goes through. You know, we all experience that when you grow up in a home and then you start to discover your own self-values, and they might be different from your beloved family, but it's a journey you need to take. You need to find yourself in this world and you need to find what makes you tick and who you are and express yourself. Because I'm someone who left my native country a long time ago at 16 to pursue my career and to come to the US, and at some point it's this loss of identity you feel because you're not sure what culture you belong to. It takes time to find yourself, to find your voice, but also not lose your roots to your family and to your home and where you come from. You know, gain that sort of independence and knowledge of what your journey is and where it lies, and trusting yourself. So that's something that is a depth that I was really impressed by, that's showing in the plot, and we try to capture that in the song. So the verses in the song talk about the family and home as the glue that used to hold it all together, but characters feel like it's no longer serving their purpose and they're confused because they know they need to embark on their own journey and to find something, to find themselves in the world outside of the family and the comfort that it used to bring them. One of my favorite lyrics in a song, parts of the song, I'm discovering myself, take my heart off the shelf, dust it off, plug it in, sea of blood still pumps through it. So the character feels lost, but she is then decides inside that she needs to find that plug, to plug her heart back in and to think about what makes her tick, what are her dreams and aspirations. What is her journey? Find that journey. I think it's our goal in life to find ourselves and find our journey. And so I think I really resonated with that strong-headed character because despite anything that's thrown her way, she's on her course and she will find her way. There was never a question in my mind about what I should do. Music was just sort of such a natural choice for me, and soon when I moved to the States to pursue my career and began making my first steps, at first in electronic dance music world, working with some of the underground DJs, and then moving on to the bigger DJs and performing at festivals such as Ultra Music Festival, Tomorrowland, and so on, and traveling the world and doing my solo releases as well. And later, something I've been enjoying lately is writing soundtracks for film, because that's, again, endgames. I think that world is so exciting. It's very different from writing a pop song, because you really get to explore the character and what the character is feeling. And again, that's one of the things that Arknights, I feel like the characters in the games, they are so emotive and there's such depth and such emotion to every character, and it's so fun to imagine yourself as a character when you sing the song, and it just gives it that extra layer, and obviously you put your own experience into the song and into the story you're writing about.
Hey, what's up guys? I'm Mason Mullins and I produced Keep Holding On for the event Invitation to Wine. Music has been just such a massive part of my life. Ever since I was a kid, I remember dancing like with my mom in the living room to oldies, listening to music on like every road trip. My first tape was an Ace of Base tape back when I was like 7 years old. From that point on, I was like really hooked to just kind of electronic, synth drum based music. I went to a EDC back in 2008, and I discovered an energy that I had never experienced. And hearing that music just come through that sound system at 20,000 watts or 40,000 watts, whatever it was invigorating. And I knew from that moment I was hooked, and I had to make that music. As I was producing the track, I was trying to think about the core message of the story and how there is this controversy between individual and community. And I tried to use the drums and the dynamics of the song as a vessel of communicating that message. So I created more space in the drums and like big reverb, so there was this sort of togetherness but disconnect between these elements in the song. You know, I tried to deliver emotions of discovery, emotions of uncertainty. I know these players were going through a tough time trying to figure out themselves and their values, going out into the world, becoming independent. So we did my best to kind of incorporate those ideas into the music. And eventually you want to get to a place that's very, not victorious, but almost you've arrived home, you've found yourself, you've gained that independence. And I think the song achieves that very well. There was this one particular lyric, take your heart off the shelf, dust it off, plug it in, see if blood still pumps through it. And I think that applies to me because there's been a few situations where I had to kind of remove myself and my heart and my emotion from something, set it aside, process it, and then come back to it later after processing the emotion.
The ideas of individual versus family is a natural process, and I think it happens for every single person. So I'm aware of it obviously and how it affected me and how I've moved through it. But I think that it is a natural process to try to find yourself, and that's what we've been trying to achieve in this song.
This is really interesting. Can you hear that? Back it down a bit. So that's the guchen. This is the traditional Chinese element that we put into the song, and you can see it's right in the middle of the drop, this instrumental section that we love so much.
We really love trying to mix genres and trying to mix cultures, and this was a really great example of that as well, by trying to use traditional Chinese elements. In the past, I know that we've used Chinese pipe hands and guitar, and here we've got the guzheng, which is an incredible instrument and really not normally used in pop music, so it's been awesome to get that in and to find a rhythm that runs throughout the whole song. It's really wonderful. I've had a life of traveling around the world and seeing lots of different cultures, and I just love the mix of cultures because ultimately there is a commonality amongst cultures, which really is about, I think, love of family and love of each other and kindness and music. Those three things really do resonate so well around the world no matter where I've gone. So to be able to work on a song and be able to introduce instruments from each culture and blend them together has been really super fun.
I see music as, and mixing as being similar to cooking, where if you oversalt something, it's going to be salty. If you put too much pepper on it, it's going to be peppery. So it's one and the same with music. If you lean too much on one instrument, or you bring the volume up too much, it's going to upset the balance of the entire track. So the goal for me is to let the artist be the performer and the music be the stage for the artist. POLINA is just amazing. She is so talented. She knows exactly what she wants. So she got in that booth and just nailed take after take. I don't think I really had to do anything except press record. No, honestly, she was awesome, and we hit it off right away.
For me, it was about really finding my voice within this song and this character, and the producers were very patient, and we took time to do the vocals, to do different layers, to really go through the song, each line, to make sure it feels unique and it feels authentic to the character.
So keep on dreaming and keep holding on. That is really inspirational, and I hope that you as players and listeners can feel the emotion that we tried to put into this record, and the inspiration, the push, the drive, the motivation to hopefully make you realize that it's okay. Wherever you are in your journey, it's okay, because it's your journey and you're going through your journey. It's not necessarily, I think, about the destination as much as enjoying the journey as you're going through it, because you'll get to the destination, and then once you're there, you won't realize that you've already set yourself new goals and you want to be somewhere else, and you may not even realize that you've hit the destination. So trying to enjoy every moment of your life and trying to enjoy every moment of where you are in the present is something that's really important, because it will help your aspiration to keep pushing on and to keep holding on.